The American dream is on life support, and the American dream is if you've got a great idea and you work hard, you can make your vision a reality. But today that's not true for most people. The Dow Jones is at an all-time high. More people work for corporations than at any time in our lifetime, but small businesses are dying.
So right now, firm creation is at a 30-year low in America, and why that is and what we can do about it are the two biggest overarching goals we're focused on at the Kauffman Foundation. We know that entrepreneurship is the engine that drives the American economy. We know that it's lower now than it's been in a very, very long time, and we need to figure this out.
Without really having enough attention to this challenge, we're not going to be able to create the kind of country that we all want us to be.
We haven't solved the problem because people aren't thinking big enough.
Well, you go to a lot of events and you find that people talk a lot, and there's a lot of excitement and ideas, but then at the end of the day, you're not sure what you do with it. And what we wanted to do with this event was to change the discussion. So it was less around talking and more around doing.
We're spending some time thinking about how to broaden access to capital and how to use capital strategically to bring about increased entrepreneurship, especially in underrepresented communities across the United States.
We're trying to compress what would normally take months or years into a couple days. How do you start to put $1 trillion to work? It's not a little question.
I'm excited about the Kauffman Foundation's Zero Barriers campaign because it's forcing us to get real and honest about what the actual barriers to starting a business are.
So what we need to do is make sure that there are zero barriers to growing more jobs and growing more businesses across the country, and more importantly, that we make it easier for the growing majority of Americans, which are people of color, to be able to start, grow businesses and successfully create opportunities everywhere, not just on the coasts, but everywhere in America.
You've actually started to limit your options when you're only investing in white males with college degrees that live in the coastal cities. Right? This country is full of phenomenal doers and entrepreneurs and innovators, and there are services that are not being created because we're only investing in a certain type of individual.
We're trying to look at the entire system. So we can't solve this problem for entrepreneurs without looking at the entire way the economic system functions and trying to rethink how we design an economy that actually empowers the people that are trying to build things.
Well, we understand that we have a part to play. We also are humble in knowing that there are many good ideas.
To see a bunch of potential investors in a room that wants to learn how to better invest and change this conversation, that gives me a lot of hope.
That's one of the things I absolutely love about the way this started, is bringing the voice to the table of the entrepreneur, which so often is left out of these conversations, and getting that presence has been just a breath of fresh air.
So what's really important about Kauffman bringing together leaders who want to reignite business dynamism in America is because now is the time.
A couple of things really excite me. One is conversations like this, right? Knowing that people care, that people have seen these statistics and decided to engage in the topic and dedicate time, go away from their day-to-day lives and come and really grapple with the sticky parts of this problem.
I think what we're seeing are not only great ideas, but relationships among the people who are here that are going to help make that possible.
I think if we start to sketch out the future, that's only when you're able to figure out what you do in the present.
To be a part of the brainstorming about what it's going to take to really change the trajectory of America for everyone, I want to be a part of that conversation.